What is corporate governance? So before you talk about corporate governance, first thing that you should know is the structure of company, that how is company structured. So in company there are shareholders who are the investors. These investors give money to managers. These managers put money into the business, generate return on the business, and then give this return to investors. So that means shareholders give money to managers, managers manage business and give money return to shareholders. So who owns the money? Shareholder. Who owns the business? Shareholder. What is management? Management has been hired by shareholders to run the business and generate return. So what is the job of management? The job of management is to generate required return for shareholders. If management is generating return for itself, it is not fulfilling the job. If management is taking decisions which is satisfying itself but not shareholders, it is not doing the job right. So who will ensure that management is acting in the interest of shareholder? So in order to ensure that, or in order to check that or keep a check on that, you have a board. Board oversees management and ensures that management acts in the best interest of shareholder. And this relationship is known as principal agent relationship. So what is principal agent relationship? In simple law, there is a principal, there is an agent. What is the relationship? Agent is that party which acts on the behalf of principal. Like management is acting on behalf of shareholders. So management is an agent for shareholder. So management's responsibility is not to work in its own interest but to work in shareholders' best interest. And board looks after the management in order to ensure it. Any problem so far? So when we have these relationships, there can be conflict of interest here. Let's say management itself is a part of board. If management itself is a part of board, there will be conflict of interest. Then management itself is running the business and itself is monitoring if the business is being run properly or not. So if the guy sitting here is the same as the guy sitting here, then there is a conflict of interest. Job wouldn't be done properly. There can be a conflict of interest between management and shareholder. Management can increase its salary, increase its bonuses, but then shareholder will receive a lesser return. Or management may enter into markets where return is lower, but management's reward is higher. So again, shareholder return will be sacrificed. So there is conflict of interest here as well. So there can be conflict of interest at each stage or between any two parties. So what is corporate governance? A good corporate governance is that structure where conflict of interest is reduced. A good corporate governance will be that structure where these conflicts of interest are reduced. So for example, if you decide that board should have at least 70% non-executive, by non-executive I mean non-management members. So in that case, you will have a majority of board members not belonging to management. That can be a good corporate governance practice. Or if you say that most of the people on board are management people or are executive members, then that is a bad corporate governance policy. So anything which gives rise to conflict of interest will be a bad corporate governance policy. Anything which reduces the conflict of interest will be a good corporate governance policy. Any problem so far? Okay, so when we talk about corporate governance, there are two perspectives to it. One is shareholder perspective and another is stakeholder perspective. Shareholder perspective says that a business should operate to satisfy shareholder or to bring returns to shareholders, maximum possible returns to shareholders. A stakeholder perspective says that a business should operate to satisfy all the stakeholders, because if all the stakeholders are satisfied, then business will grow, and as business grows, shareholder will benefit. If it only focuses on shareholder, then chances are that it wouldn't be able to create right value for shareholder, because in order for business to keep growing or sustainably grow, all the stakeholders should be satisfied. So when we say stakeholder, we mean all the stakeholders, means shareholder plus others. Others can include suppliers, it can include customers, it can include board, it can include any consumers and all others. When we say shareholder, it means only shareholder. A stakeholder does not mean that we exclude shareholder. A stakeholder means we have shareholder within it, but others as well. Any problem so far? Okay, so shareholder theory and stakeholder theory, which we have discussed. The stakeholders can include customer, supplier, employee, other stakeholder in addition to shareholder. What is corporate governance? Is the system of principles, policies, procedures, and clearly defined responsibilities and accountabilities used by stakeholders to overcome conflict of interest inherent in the corporate form. That is, these are those policies or procedures which are used to reduce or overcome conflict of interest. If you are successful, if you are successful in reducing or overcoming these, then you have a good corporate governance structure. If your policies are not overcoming or are not able to reduce conflict of interest, then you have a bad or poor corporate governance structure.